ask you though, like, which Drake do you like? Like when he raps, what is it that you want to hear from him? If it's not,
we just overheard in that truck. I love it. Mm-hmm. I love that Drake. I love Drake when he's rapping. I just like when he's just spitting. I don't like emo Drake. I don't like singing Drake. I can do a little Drake. I can deal with some emo Drake in the
doses,
in the bars. But anything.
When did you gain this opinion? I need to know the year.
I've always felt like that, but everything after what's time I have to take care?
Views?
No, nothing was the same. After Nothing Was the Same, it just felt like I felt a turn where the music was getting more and more self-indulgent and more, I hate to use this word, but narcissistic. And it was like, there's a sincerity.
Gaslighty.
Yeah, gaslighty, all that. You know, there was like a sincerity in Drake's raps that I used to love. Like when you listen to like a song like Look What You've Done, right? Where he's rapping. It's still, I mean, there's emotion, but it feels honest and vulnerable. Mm-hmm. That feels different to me than the later albums where it's like, I'm a mob boss. No.
It's your man, Delvin. Welcome to Delvin's Room. And I've grown to notice something, right? Fans of Drake, 30 and over, view Drake very differently from fans younger, from 30 and younger, right? And I feel like when I hear most people talk about Drake that's over 30, they know it was a cutoff point that they really stopped listening to Drake, or Drake just kind of lost them at certain times. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely lost me at a certain time, because I'm a listener of Drake. I won't say I'm a fan, but I've always listened to Drake. I've always enjoyed Drake's music. Drake was at his best to me pre-Scorpion. Everything before Scorpion, Drake gets a W with me. Like, when I go back to, you know, we already know the classic Drake albums. Take Care, Nothing Was the Same. Some people argue Views is a classic. But that, to me, is Drake at his best. That's Drake at his top of the game. That's his... You feel me? That's Drake. You're not gonna get no better. That's like LeBron in 2013. That's like, you know, Steph Curry 2016. You feel me? Like, that's just one of those times, you feel me, where it's just Michael Jordan 91. You know what I'm saying? That's when he was at his peak, his prime, his apex. You feel me? Those three albums, in my opinion. And you can throw in, even though that's considered a mixtape technically, if you're reading this, it's too late. You can throw that in there, because that definitely was a great project. You know what I'm saying? It's called a mixtape, so that's why I don't really put it up there like that. But prior to that, but everything after that is where Drake kind of took a turn. You feel me? And they called it out on Joe Budden podcast, but it's a real conversation though. Like, after... Let's put it into perspective. After Scorpion to me is like Drake. He's still spitting. He's still on the top of his game. God's Plan. This album got probably his most hits. In My Feelings. Like, everything, Drake couldn't do no wrong. And then after that, Drake dropped that Playlist album too. Let me cause see, some albums are not considered albums. That's the crazy part about it. More Life was a good project too. More Life was a damn good project, because More Life had passion fruit on it, so More Life was a good project as well. But for me, once it hit like 2020 for Drake, once it hit Certified Lover, it was something that was missing. Now, I like the album, honestly, never mind. I actually like that album. But for me, everything Drake did after that, it wasn't the Drake from before. Even though Drake can still tap into that, I'm not saying For All the Dogs is a bad album, because it's not. I'm not saying a project he did with Her Loss with 21 Savage was a bad project, because it's not. But it gets harder to listen to, because I'm not trying to hear a multi-millionaire, 100 millionaire complain about how life is so terrible and how he's so real and how everybody's attacking him and he's always a victim. Like, if you listen to that shit, and I feel for the people that actually, that's what it was, the 30 and younger crowd, I actually feel bad for them that's the type of shit that they believe, you feel me, whereas you're always a victim in every situation, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's fucking with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's fake but you, you the only person that's real, you know, everybody's after you and shit like that. And I'm sure to a certain extent some of that is correct because, I mean, the nigga's on the top of the world as far as the music game goes. But at the same time, suing Kendrick Lamar, you feel me? Not getting back with Pusha T, you know what I'm saying? Not sending shots back. It's just a lot of hiccups Drake did, you feel me? That kind of made you look at Drake differently, especially with the ghostwriting thing. Now, I'm not tripping on Drake having a ghostwriter too much. He'll never be in my top 10, top 25, nothing like that. Because of that, you can't be a fucking top rapper and you don't write your raps. No, nigga, no. But, nonetheless, I didn't trip about that because he's still the greatest hip-hop hit maker of all time. Drake got that hands down. Drake is the greatest hip-hop hit maker of all time. We cannot take that away from him. Dude knows how to make hits. You feel me? He can make a hit in his sleep. That's why when people say, oh, Drake can still make a hit, to me, it's not about Drake making a hit. Drake can make a hit today, tomorrow. He's gonna make a hit because he just knows the formula of making hits. He knows what's gonna get the simplest people going. You feel me? So he can't lose in that realm, right? But what Drake lost me at, and I believe he lost a lot of his older crowd at, is he does not make long, satisfying albums no more. You know what I'm saying? Before, Drake used to make these projects where it's like, I believe Drake. I believe So Far Gone Drake. I believe Take Care Drake. I believe Thank Me Later Drake. I believe those Drakes. Even Nothing Was the Same. I believe, you know what I'm saying? Because he always seemed like he was this hopeless romantic, searching for love. And eventually, hopefully, if the story would have went right, he would have got married, had kids, and been happy. But Drake eventually turned into this. He turned into what he is now. It's just kind of a little odd. You feel me? Nah, he's still a good rapper. He can still make great content. But I don't believe Drake will ever be as honest as he was in his first albums. Because that would take a lot. I don't think he will ever be that honest again. Like, he was very, very honest. That's why I say Drake will never be able to top Take Care. He will never be able to top no shit like that. He'll never even be able to be that honest. You feel me? So, yeah, Drake has made great albums and stuff like that. But I do feel like for the older crowd, maybe not everybody, but I feel like a lot for the older crowd, 30 and up, there is a cutoff point. There is a cutoff point because Drake started becoming something that he claimed he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with Mark Lamont and Joe Budden on that take right there. It's your man Delvin. Like, comment, subscribe. More content coming.